Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. We have already discussed about basic concept of database, database management system, characteristics of database. Today we will discuss about a specific software of database, that is Microsoft Access. Well, dear student, I am Mustafizur Rahman, lecturer ICT, Rajoguttura Model College. Microsoft Access, it's a database management software and obviously product from Microsoft, the worldwide renowned company. Those are very famous for their Windows operating system. Microsoft Access, it is combined with graphical user interface and software development tools. That's why it's very popular, because text-based interface, these are very hard to write, and Microsoft Access, since it is graphical user interface, so it's very popular, very easy to use. And today we will discuss basic application of Microsoft Access. Microsoft Access, actually it's a part of Microsoft Office suite. There are also many Microsoft Office component like MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, and as well as Microsoft Access. If you install Microsoft Office, then you can include Microsoft Access and other component of Microsoft Office. Here in this example, I will show you how to create a database file or table by using Microsoft Access. And here is the example. There is a table which contain many fields like ID, name, date of birth, remarks or comments, GPA, tuition fee, picture, profile, Facebook profile, etc. So there are many fields, and I need to assign field type when I am creating this type of database table or file. First, you need to start Microsoft Access from your start menu. Then go to blank database option. You need to click blank database option, and a window will appear in front of you, and you will need to give the name of database and press create button. Here in the right hand side you can see the create button. Then you need to create the design of the table. Here is example of design of the table. ID, I have assigned ID as an auto number because I don't want to give any input. Automatically 1, 2, 3 like this ID will be included in this field. Name, that is text or short text. Date of birth, that data type of date of birth, that should be date and time. Remarks, it is a long text. Sometimes you can also assign memo. If your version of Microsoft Access support, then it should be memo. Otherwise you can also find long text will also perform the same task, because it will occupy huge memory for writing many sentence or letters as remark. GPA, it should be number, and obviously it should be precision. That means floating point will be allowed here. Then tuition fee or any other financial field that should be declared as currency. Profile picture or any other picture or anything like that which is not part of database, but you want to include it, attach this type of information or object with your database, then OLE. The full form of OLE, that is object linking and embedding. Facebook link, that you want to go from this link, you want to go visit your internet and want to find your profile in Facebook, then Facebook link will appear. And data type, if you want to go internet, then data type should be hyperlink. So here we see in this design view of a table, different type of field assign different type of data. So you need to pay attention here in this table when you are creating and assigning data type of this type of field. Here I give a name of the table and then press OK, and then this kind of table will appear in front of you. Then you can insert your necessary data. You can give some sample values, some imaginary values as name, date of birth, remarks, GPA, tuition fee, picture, and your profile link in Facebook. You don't need to press anything in ID because you have declared this ID as auto number. Now come to the question of how can you entry data, that means input data. Usually keyboard is the most important tool for entering data in your database. If your computer database, sometimes a scanner or a pen drive or some kind of portable hard disk or disk, and voice command is also entered in your computer and can be stored in your database. But keyboard is the most popular one. Here we see practical example of how data is inserted in a database table in Microsoft Access. Now, if you want to add a new field, and every field that represented by a column, you can go to your table and you can insert a new field that will change the structure of your table. By inserting any new column, you can insert a new field and you can give name of this field. Another way, by design view, you can also insert a new field. Here you can see the field name, and you need to also assign data type. Like if you use name as a field name, then data type should be text. If you insert a GPA in this in the field name as a field name, then you can declare your field is like data type is number. Now you can delete a field also. Like here you can delete ID. You just need to press right button on ID, then this type of property menu will appear and you can select rows, and this field ID that will be deleted, and other field will remain unchanged. That will work. So here in this example we can see how can we delete a particular field. Now after inserting a record in a table, or you can delete any record or data. If you press right button and press delete button, then it will ask for your final confirmation. Are you sure you want to delete this record? If you press yes, and the record will be deleted. Well, query or searching, that means you need to find, there are huge data in a database table or file, but you may need to find some specific data, then you need to use query. So a query is a request for data or information from your database table or some combination of table. If you are using a relational database, then many tables can be used in your single query. Here I see some real life example how to create query. By using this option select and query, you can create query. In a criteria, you can also give some value. If the value is satisfied by your query, then result will be shown. After creating the query, you can run to find the result of the query. Okay, another concept, sorting. If you want to arrange some data, same type of data in ascending or descending order, then it is called sorting. Here we see some example, B, D, A, C, that is not arranged in order, but A, B, C, D, that is arranged in sequential order. Obviously it's in ascending order in this example we see. Here the student info is a table and roll long is sorted, but GPA is not sorted. we see 3.5, then 5, then 4.50, only 5, 4.9. But after descending order, arranging or sorting the GPA in descending order, the table become GPA 5, 5 again, then 4.9, 5.0, 3.00, like this. So main file is changed and turned into a sorted file. Before sorting and after sorting, you can see here the changes in GPA field. GPA is changed in descending order. So there are two types of sorting, ascending and descending. Here is 4, 1, 6, 2. After sorting 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, like this. And the main file is erased because the latest file will be stored. So sorting, after processing, the main file will disappear and another file will be created, that is sorted file. Here we see roll long is sorted. We see the example again, roll long 5, 2, 4, 3, 1, and after processing it is sorted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is sorting. Arranging some data in ascending order or descending order, then it is called sorting. Indexing, that is another kind that also arrange your data, but it is different process than sorting. The main file, right hand side, we see the main file that will be unchanged and another new field will be created, another new file will be created. For example, here I have selected roll, only roll, and I have sorted the roll, and after sorting this new file that contain only one field roll, I am connecting with the second file. So main file in right hand side, that is unchanged, but I have created a new file with only one field, or sometimes you can use also one more field. Then I sort it and I point it with necessary indication. So extra space is needed in indexing, but I think both indexing and sorting, they are used for arranging data. Indexing is better. Here is example of sorting and indexing. Indexing is a method for arranging data of a file in sequential but without modifying the main file, and we see the figure of indexing. What are the advantages of indexing? Data are arranged sequentially. If you arrange data sequentially, then it will be easier to find any data. So searching become faster if data is arranged. Main file remain unchanged, but we see in sorting main file is changed. So this is advantage of indexing. It is suitable or convenient for working with large volume of data. Indexing is very suitable. If the main file is changed, then index file is automatically changed. But some disadvantages of indexing as well as it requires more memory space because main file is also kept unchanged and another index file is also created. So there are some disadvantages and it's a complex techniques. That's why you need some expert people to create index. So there are also some disadvantages. Now we will see report. After a query, we can find the necessary data, then we represent the data in an attractive way so that can be easily understood. That is called report. So report is very useful for decision making and analysis or statistical planning. So it's very important. So we know about report, and here we see how can we create report in MS Access. I have already told that after query we can create report. From a table we can also create report. There are options for creating report. Here we see there is a report option in the right hand side of this picture, and then design a report. And report wizard can also be used to make your work easier. And here you see what what field you want to include in your report. You can select all, or you can specifically select some field. Then go to next button. Your report will be created like this. Here you see the report as for example. So report is very important in database. We can also add this kind of grid line to report. You see the grid line, the straight line that make report more easier to understand. Okay, thank you for your kind attention. Allah Hafiz. We have completed chapter 6. Alhamdulillah. Okay, Allah Hafiz.